more as Sent, our Marshal, declares the game once more resumes. Turtle here, less than half health. In comes Brusco, gonna try to contest. Oh, Turtle looks like a secure for Falcons.
Oh, that was a quick response or decision from Team Falcons. And I mean, it wasn't like King Kong was on the opposite side of the map taking trades either. It was just him securing his very own purple buff. And it seems like they were able to see ahead of that, but he will still decide to engage, and he will get caught in the fist crack. That's first blood drawn by Falcons.
Trapped by Flapteasy. Great timing with a fist break, stopping the Fanny right away, and that is not the start the Super Fam wants. Falcons, I can safely say they are in control now. Item check, a Fury Hammer built up there by Kelra. Let's see if he's gonna go a different route or just go straight for the Hunter Strike later on. Excuse me, Super Marco with the Fury Hammer.
We gotta watch out for Requetiano, the SEA Games gold medalist, given that currently in Season 15, he is topping the charts in turret taking and damage dealt to turrets. So if Kelra's not careful and he leaves the lane, oh, Marco's gonna have a great day. A little skirmish in mid. Ogwin down to half health here. And Few is holding on to a Netherrealm. That's what's so scary about Falcons. Renmar, you talked about how if they force Ogwin to play defensively, they can do that. But oh wait, what a flicker and a kick!
That was a clutch way of the Dragon, but he's saved by the Netherrealm. So Onic Philippines, they just have to run away. Electrifying beats coming in from Kyle TZ, but Kirk is in the front lines. King Kong decides to go in, and they have the Netherrealm of their own. Flap TZ, will he be able to survive the death of Fritz Crack? But he's in the middle of 4 members. Few is the only one left alive, and that's 3 members taken out from Falcons.
It's not how you start, it's how you end. And the Super Fam ended well with 3 kills on the board.
Initially, I thought that was a really good initiation by Falcons, but Onic PH were just able to counter again, showing the strength of what a Lucas can bring at this point in the game, where if you're not careful, his Unleash the Beast will punish you if you don't win the initial trading of a team fight. They told Super Marco, don't come in through the portal anymore. That was the right call, though.
Oh.
Yep, another engagement down here. Flapteasy putting up these walls. The fist breaks are set up very well, especially the one that caught out King Kong about a minute or 2 ago. But second turtle already up, setting up. Flapteasy and Brusco. River control by Onic. Ogwin looking to clean up.
All right, Kirk is here as well. Decides to use the flicker. So that's another resource down for Onic Philippines, as they could try to get some information here in the turtle, but then King Kong, he's too far away.
Oh no, Ogwin down to 1/4 of his health. Another clean secure.
Yeah, the Onic Philippines, they aren't taking into the objective fights heavily. They're acknowledging the fact that they're up against a chip and that they're playing with a Fanny, and they're just giving up objectives. I think now Onic have adjusted and say, let's just play for Kelra.
Okay, Ogwin doesn't decide to commit just yet, but I don't think King Kong was able to get what he wanted in that moment, but Few doesn't survive in the mid lane. SOD doesn't connect to, and that might be the disengage. Onic Philippines might be okay with that.
The most unfortunate of pickoffs. He got the 1, but not the 1-2. Few popped his Purify, but failed to get the Netherrealm in.
Kirk able to recall just in time. That would have been a good call for Ogwin to just pop the shortcut already. Quick item check. Yeah, Hunter Strike was what Super Marco built already up to a corrosion site. Is the Moskov. Well, the first item built up by Few is the glowing wand. It's an enchanted talisman for Super Prince, which is why he's really maximizing the pokes he can dish out early on as a Valentina to make sure that every engagement, every sequence where the Ogwin chip has to hold the front, he's actually already brought down kind of low.
There is a ticking time bomb on Team Falcons down bottom. Look at that. The bulletproof is bulldozing through his lane. What I tell you? And it's not even just Kelra or Brusco leaving it. It's just he was so focused. So unless Onic do something about that, Falcons will snowball out of control here despite the kill advantage for the Super Fam.
And honestly, I feel like that was only because of Super Marco and Kelra spending their time in their lanes. There weren't much rotations coming in just yet from either the Super Fam or even Falcons, because we mostly see the mid duos here in the middle lane. They keep poking each other out. But could this be the time for Onic to contest this objective?
Ogwin here, sparring with Kirk. Super Prince in range as well. Bottom side of the map, turtle spawned. Let's see. The pull here coming through. Brusco compromised. Oh, these two teams know that this last turtle is the one that matters.
I think we're going to see a full 5v5 now. It doesn't look like King Kong and Onic want to give this up. They want to fight it out. Super Friends got the ultimate of the Faramis. The shortcut still online for Ogwin. Flapteasy already in the pit.
Okay, who is going to start the fight? Because Falcons just immediately secure the objective without allowing Onic Philippines to do anything. Flapteasy Fiskrak is already used, but that's already enough. And look at where Kyle TZ is. He's already across the map. They're not wasting any time.
Yeah, I think for Falcons Philippines right now, they're just not giving Onic any opportunities to shine with this Fanny. Few has a death on him, but so far we haven't seen a game wherein the Fanny's just tearing through Few and giving Few a difficult time in terms of positioning. So what was initially supposed to be okay, that can be a counter to the Fanny, or the Fanny's a counter to the Faramis. It's actually the time we saw King Kong go in, Few got to save his teammate with the ultimate. So now Onic, PH really need to change up their game plan and acknowledge, yeah, they really need to find Few.
Yeah.
Even if it's read out that the Valentina counters the Faramis and the Fanny could counter the Faramis, it looks like Falcons have an ace up their sleeve. A minute from now, the turtle spawns, or rather the Lord spawns lower quarter of the map, and these two teams are just working the long lane here. Look at how many members are committed to top lane. Brusco spots Ogwin. I think Falcons have their eye on this tier 1. If they clear this tier 1, all the more Lord's gonna be safe.
Yep, and Falcons, they're managing their waves so well. Not even the Fanny and Moskov in Onic Philippines lineup can actually efficiently shove up the opposite lanes in their favor. Not until now that they're really trying to get a turret for themselves, but Super Marco, he's not the easiest target to get at this point. Brusco can't even stand all those bullets anymore!
And another!
Super Prince is found! There's Kirk trying to battle it out against 3, but will he be able to sustain all this? There's the free hits coming in from Super Marco.
All the way down bottom, you have Ogwin compromising King Kong's rotations, and just like that, with no casualties, Falcons may have won cross-map.
Yeah, Ogwin has 1 death. That's his only stat line. But the invisible stat line is the chip is messing up Onic PH's rotations. They're overthinking everything. Is the chip here? Is the chip there? What if he uses shortcuts? That's why we're not seeing Onic really make a crazy move. But oh no, King Kong might get caught.
Okay, he's able to use his cables and fly away, but that will mean he will have to reset, and there is a Lord.
Kick!
And he doesn't have a retribution!
Oh, NetherRealm used by both sides, but look at Kyle TZ just going into path lines. Kirk is left alone, and he will be able to buy some time, but he might not be able to survive this as Super Marco takes him down. But there's King Kong flying in, taking out 1 member and making it 2. Flapteasy and Super Marco are down.
Massive exchange. Onic Philippines more than just back on the board. They are on a roll. Mid lane tier 1 falls, and now Kelra's gonna start stealing buffs and camps away from Falcons.
And just like that, the equilibrium has changed this time, favoring Onic. Great entry by King Kong, and Super Marco was hurting because he already had 3 items. The Hunter Strike, Sky Piercer, and the Malefic Roar. If King Kong didn't take him down there, Super Marco already would have gotten 2 stacks on the Sky Piercer. King Kong shows himself again.
While TZ's low, they might have to buy some time for their jungler. But just the same, Onic Philippines, they won't engage just yet.
Lord here at about 1/3 of its health. Kelra throwing out these basic attacks, threatening a retribution jump in from King Kong. Ogwin looking for 1. Flapteasy looking for 1 as well. This may be the point of no return for the Lord, down to a 5th.
Yeah, it's a 50-50. Hard to call.
All right, who will be securing the Lord? It's Super Marco! King Kong gets caught in the fist break. Brusco's there as well, trying to look for a setup, but Ogwin falls first. And Brusco will be the trade, but King Kong, he is far behind. Super Marco gets caught by Kelra though, and Few might be next. But what a counter engage coming in from Falcons. Super Prince gets the last hit, taking down 3 members, but he will fall as well. That's a double kill for Flapteasy.
Brutal. The exchange. Bodies rolling, bloods flowing. Falcons and Onic. Severe losses for both sides.
King Kong looking to invade, but Few is there to help out Kyle, but King Kong steals the purple buff away.
Oh no! That
No!
was such a clutch fist break, fist crack combo, but he was alone. Flapteasy didn't have enough damage.
All right. Despite the exchange in the purple buff, I think cross-map, Falcon's still thankful that Marco led in and stole that Lord. Oh, flicker once more.
Oh, they forced it out. And the crazy part of this game is we haven't seen a crazy shortcut yet. Ogwen's just been playing this like a traditional roamer. And there's a shortcut.
There you go. And they find Kirk, but that's enough time for Onic to reposition themselves. King Kong as well threatening the back lines. And they will successfully take down the shortcut without any casualties.
So far, with 1,000 gold up, Falcons are snowballing out of control. The map is blue, and Onic have to find a way once more to, I don't know, compromise Marco? Is that the thing? Like, if they can win a fight with Marco down first without anything else going, then maybe.
Yeah, King Kong has to take the initiative in terms of hunting down Super Marco because it's shown that Onic has the stronger front to back because Falcons really just has the ultimate of the Faramis. However, Flapteasy is coming up as a surprise X factor for this lineup of Falcons, wherein if Onic use too much of the resources to take everybody else down and Flapteasy's alive and Kalteasy is still alive as well, that's more than enough to turn the post skirmish around.
And that is what King Kong is doing here. He's sitting in these bushes looking for a way to sandwich Falcons, whether it be Flap he finds, hopefully not Flap, Few or Super Marco. Best case scenario, the rest of Onic will come a crashing, but it's easier said than done. Given that Falcons have eyes on the back of their heads, especially since Ogwen can just dash in, run in, all the CC be damned. He has a Purify. Now they're looking to compromise the orange here. Oh, all right, here we go. Falcons have confined King Kong to his side of the map.
Oh,
Kick!
they find one. That's Kalteasy, and Kirk gets the final hit.
Oh.
There's the SOD connecting as well, but the Nether Realm is ready, and there it is taken out as well. Flapteasy, will he be able to sustain all this? Because Ogwen is here as well, and upon seeing him, Onic disengage. They know there's an objective.
Free kill for the Super Fam. So in the long and short of it, they got what they wanted, but can they set up for something bigger?
Yeah, because Team Falcons PH does not need to wait for Kalteasy. They can just use the shortcut to bring Joy in closer after Kalteasy gets his orange buff. That's a timer Onic PH needs to think about. So far though, Onic again, team fighting very well, and Brusco taking the initiative to get picks when he sees them.
All right, he spots out Ogwen here, but he will not use the Way of the Dragon onto him, and instead, that becomes a counterplay from Falcons taking down Brusco. Now they're down by one member. They lost their setter. They lost another front.
Yeah, mistimed approach there by Brusco and Onic Philippines. It looks like they weren't completely ready just yet for him to show up, get info. Again, catching out the Cho, or his Cho getting caught out in the same spot Kirk was caught out last week as a Cho. In terms of the items, Radiant Armor and Anti-Cuirass is a hybrid Fanny build for King Kong, knowing that he can burst anyone down. He just needs to survive long enough to take down Super Marco.
Oh my, they're bursting down the Lord once again, and King Kong won't make it. What a positioning from Falcons as well.
They put up a body of meat wall to go through King Kong, and he could have just dashed in. Like, I think that's what he was setting up for here in this blind bush.
Yeah, it looks like the moment that they saw Ogwen, it was like, nah, I can't do this. Great positioning by Falcons, and of course, with losing your Roman objective takes, even though you are 4, without the information, without holding those key shrubs, it's hard for you to enter the main objective area.
You have an enhanced Lord marching through mid. Falcons have to time this very well, or else a failed push. And it looks like that's what's happening here. The Super Fam know what they're doing. Onic PH will keep their inhibitors up and safe.
Oh wait,
what?
not unless there's the engage coming in from Flapteasy, and from behind Brusco trying to look in for his setup, but Kellera will be the first to fall, and that is very unfortunate for Onic Philippines. That's the flicker as well used by Kirk just to get away after successfully defending the turrets. But Falcon still wants more. They do not want to end this fight just yet. There's a conceal as well, and they might just really go for it. Kalteasy dashing in.
Wow.
Onic Philippines trying to avoid everything as much as they can, but they take out 3 inhibitor turrets and a kill as well. Kirk is no longer there to help Onic Philippines.
It's as good as an end angle. 2 are down, 3 left to defend. Falcons are going.
Oh no, they catch King Kong once more, but Kalteasy falls. But will that be enough? Because it doesn't seem like Falcons wants to prolong this any longer. A double kill for King Kong though, and they might be able to defend this.
The base is still standing. Just 1 left, it's Few, and he's in the base.
Onic, they decided to say it's not over yet as Sony gets tossed out and Few does not stick in the mid. Now it looks bleak for the Falcons that controlled majority of the game.
They've done it again. Onic Philippines have done the impossible. In the face of sure defeat, they've turned it around.
And with more than 10 seconds for the other members, this might be enough time. NetherRealm used here by Few, but will he be able to clear this out? Kyle TZ has already responded, and Few still makes it out alive!
Not so fast. Team of Falcons flapping like their life depended on it. Defends, and there's still another Lord.
Welcome back once again for another week of MPL Philippines. Just when we thought it was all over, Onic were able to hold on. King Kong went crazy, even maximizing the wall set up by the fist break of a Badang, the same wall that's been messing him up. He went through it, and then he was able to use the cutthroat and spun to take down Super Marco, who was stuck in that wall. What a defense by Onic, but this looks, well, bleak actually for Team Falcons PH because this leveled everything.
Oh, now Onic pushing the advantage here once more. The wall goes up.
Look at Kirk, and they force out the NetherRealm early on into this team fight, but from behind, Ogwen, he spots Kelra. Few will be the first to fall though, but Kelra out to the back lines too, looking for a target. Flap TZ will be the one he wants to take down, but he survives instead. Kelra will fall. Super Marco though will be the trade for Falcons, and that might not look nice. This is 3 members taken out of Falcons.
The new TZs are left to defend. Onic can take their sweet time here. Kelra's off the map. There's a Lord standing right there in the lower quarter. Oh, they're gonna choose to take it safe.
It took a while for the Fanny of King Kong to pop off, but now he is 7-1-8. He is the main problem on the thorn on the side of Super Marco, who was in a great position to fight in that scenario, but King Kong hunted him down and shut the Granger down.
And it seems like Ogwen's chip, the utility on this once menace of the metagame, has lost all its shine. You saw here in that last engage that he was trying to find that flank in the back, trying to punch somebody at the Kingdom Come, but it just wasn't going to happen, not on Onic's watch. So now what else can they do? How else can they find a flank? They've been finding Kelra consistently, yes, but it seems to not be worth it anymore. It seems to be too expensive.
It actually feels like Kelra went towards those who were looking for him on purpose.
Yeah.
Whereas Falcons, they actually do their best to stick with their damage dealer, to stay by Super Marco's side. So it kind of feels like an opposite approach from both of these teams at this point.
Kelra is able to maximize the Spear of Misery. Oh, 3-1 up top. And catching out this Moskov isn't so clear-cut. It's been Kyle TZ who's been left with that job.
What's the play here? Is this the Blitz? Are they doing the same thing, putting up a wall?
Wait.
But they can't stop it from the Pixel Rush from the river!
Oh, finding Kyle TZ. Will they have enough damage? King Kong goes in, and the NetherRealm won't make it. It won't be timed enough, and there's a Winter Crown from Kyle TZ. But that will still not be enough. And look at King Kong dancing, but he will be taken out. And Kirk, will he be next? Ogwen, quite a bit late, and he will find himself in the middle of 2, and that is very unfortunate. 3 members once again fall for Team Falcons.
Like a flash of lightning, Onic responds. Kelra takes one down. Flap the only one left.
But because the minion waves were crashing into the base, it forced a split. But it might have just delayed the inevitable because it's only Flap against Kelra. 16 seconds before Kyle TZ comes back.
They have a wave. They have a single minion alongside them. But will Flap be able to clear it out? It doesn't seem likely. Kelra doesn't mind him anymore and just goes straight for the base to take the win.
Game 1 goes to Onic Philippines, a topsy-turvy roller coaster of a game to open up our star match.
It felt like I was reading a long fantasy epic. Just a lot of build-up and world building for the first 600 pages, and then another 600 pages of